So, good morning everyone and welcome back to your second section. And now we move on the comparison paragraph. You know that you have learned yesterday about block organization in the paragraph. So, meaning that they have to use the two subject to compare at the same time, like A and B. So today lesson you will study about a comparison paragraph again, but about the block, no block sentence or point by point sentence. Okay, point by point sentence. So you can see here, yep, that what you have learned yesterday about here reading a story in the book compared to seeing it as a film. So between book and film, regarding to maybe the same title of the topic is like and just one, we have to use the imagination and their description, about the people, about the place, about thing in the stories, and then we are gonna create a picture by ourselves in our mind that how the situation come, and the conversation are always written with detail that describe how people look, feel while they are talking. And now we move to the method number 2 in the comparison paragraph, point by point organization. So firstly, everyone, compare or contrast. One point about the two topics, then a second point, then a third point, and so on. This type of organization could be outlined like this. So they divide like topic sentence or topics they compare or contrast with two topics like A and B. So as you can see here, like Marilyn Monroe and Princess Diana. Okay, so this is two topic sentence, A and B, right? Live at different times in different countries, but their lives had some surprising similarity. The difference is that country and yeah. But what we expect to see in this paragraph mean we are going to explore what is the difference, what are the similarities between Marilyn Monroe and Princess Diana. So we have done the first one, like the topic sentence, compare or contrast with two topics like A and B. Okay, so teacher label here line number 1. Okay, and number 2, first point of comparison and contrast, like A and B. So they compare here like first, both women had a difficult childhood. One just childhood, okay, difficult childhood. So they have the same thing here. Monroe spent many years without parents in an orphanage, and Diana's mother left the family when she was only 6. So one living in the with the orphanage, one the mother left the family. So later in the life, both women, married famous men. Okay, so this is um, the marriage. uh, Princess Diana married with Prince Charles, and Marilyn married a famous baseball player. So their married life. So this is they describe about the second point of the comparison between a Princess Diana and Marilyn Monroe. Okay, one marriage with like the Prince Charles, and one married a famous baseball player, and later a famous writer. Also, they had a difficult marriage, eventually separated from their husband. Same or not? Okay, let's check. Okay, let's go on. Uh, okay. Separate from the husband. Another similarity between Marilyn Monroe and Princess Diana was that they were both very popular. One more thing, they are popular. Okay. Diana was called the people princess. Okay, because she was so friendly. Although Monroe was famously sexy, she was well known because of she seemed very innocent. Okay. However, although they both seem to have very happy life, both women actually had emotional problem and often feel sad and depressed. So this is the negative point. Like you see, emotional problem. Okay, feel sad and depressed. Monroe went through serious depression and had to go to the hospital for treatment. Likewise, Diana suffered from an eating problem and was depressed during part of her marriage. A last similarity between Marilyn Monroe and Princess Diana was their death at an early age. In fact, they were both 36 years old when they died. Monroe in 1962 and Diana in 1997. Maybe their similar life circumstances and lifestyles explained why how Princess Diana and Marilyn Monroe also had personality. So yeah. So now we gonna go back here. Like this is you see this is the first point they the first point that they cover between their life in the childhood, one living in an orphanage, one the mother left at 6 years old, right? And what about the second point, everyone? Second point, they compare between Marilyn Monroe with the princess with marriage life. Okay, they have been, they had been married, a famous men, one with the princess, one with the a famous, baseball player. And what about the second, third point of their comparing? Third point they here. They talk about the personality of both Marilyn Monroe and Diana Princess, because of they are so popular. One is friendly, one is famously sexy, and they are all well known. Okay, and the fourth point, they compare about the problem. What problem is it? Okay, we call like emotional problem. They both have, emotional problem. Sometimes they feel sad and depressed. So in the past, Monroe, went through serious depression, and she, had to go to the hospital. Whereas, so that's why we would likewise here. Okay, instead of similarly use likewise here. Diana, suffer from eating problem, was depressed during part of her marriage. So this is the fourth point of the paragraph. So the fifth point, they also compare here about what? About that when they die, okay? When they die in the young age at 36 years old. But actually just the different years only, different years. One like Monroe, in 1962, and Diana Princess in 1997. But actually, they will die, in the age of 36 years old, the same. So go to the concluding sentence with this. They just okay. The concluding, maybe their similar life circumstances and lifestyles explain why Princess Diana and Marilyn Monroe also had similar, personality. So we can go back to all the meaning with this paragraph. You can see that this is the way that the author tried to write point by point organization, meaning that every detail they compare to each step. I mean, the first point, like A and B, they have to compare. The second point, they talk about marriage. They compare between the two, Marilyn Monroe and the Princess Diana, right? What are the difference between block organization in this comparison paragraph and point by point organization? When you go back here, you will see that in the first, in the first detail, when they describe here, they just mention the whole about reading the book, okay, and later on when they connect with the word like however, the word like, okay, the word on the other hand, okay, and then they go to another idea, and the idea related to the topic, okay, like reading a book and watching a film, but the story, the title are the same. So this is the part of the block organization. So to you, anyone, when you start writing the paragraph, you have to decide first whether in the comparison paragraph you love to write point by point organization or the block organization. Okay, everyone. So teacher have two questions, like which paragraph mostly compare and which mostly contrast. We finished filling the outline on page 46 for each paragraph. So this is page 46. No worry about it, everyone. Teacher will assign it as a homework and classwork for you guys. So now it comes to the end of your lesson today. Thank you very much everyone for your watching and enjoy doing your classwork and homework with this lesson. Goodbye and having a very nice weekend.